Okay, guys. So I'm about to kick off with where's that? LadyHawke. I'm sitting here on the sofa with my homie Ben.
Hi, how's it going?
I've known Ben for about 40 years. I was thinking in the car driving over,
Yeah, it's
not
probably
quite.
about that. Yeah, almost close.
Back end of 90, back end of 85. Anyway, so we're gonna give it a watch. I mean, actually, one thing I would say is like some of these guys are hardcore, like Joe Richter. He won't listen to this review unless he knows your credentials, man. It's just like I'm fast forward this, man. So
Oh dear.
what's your old school credentials? What's your gaming
Old
history
school credentials.
in 1 minute?
In 1 minute. Okay, cool. So, kind of got into abstractly got into like Dungeons and Dragons back when I was about 10.
Advanced.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Although at the time I didn't really know advanced and stuff there. Though that was our thing. After watching Fire and Ice, the
Mm.
cartoon back in the
Ooh,
day,
I think that's on the
it got me
list.
super excited,
I think
and
it's
then
on the
I just
list.
started doing stuff there. And then I kind of bugged my mum and dad to take me to various places. Found some little stores we were up in Scotland at the time, so and I'm just about to paint my not my actual first miniature, but the first miniature that I ever bought.
Oh,
The thing there,
sweet,
so I found one of
nice.
those. So I
What's that
found it.
then?
It's a wizard on the thing, so it's
Ooh.
a wizard holding a little ball of
So,
fire thing there.
so
So
to be fair, I think you're probably a bigger geek than me in many ways because I think the thing about me and you, we've been in contact for 4 years. It wasn't we just known each other for 4 years. We actually stayed in contact. One of the things we always did was some gaming, but I think you're definitely a bit more heavily leaning on the miniature side of things, right?
yeah,
In
for
gaming.
real. Yeah, for real. So yes, certainly some Dungeons and Dragons and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, but then also some of the other bits and pieces as
Yeah.
well. A lot of Warhammer stuff, so the Games Workshop stuff, most of their things. Um, but yeah, I think, but also everything that kind of goes alongside that as well. So all the films and stuff, just love
Yeah,
the
yeah. Well,
films.
this
So
is it because when we back in the day, one of the things we'd always do is get a video, like, and we'd probably have in the background,
VHS,
yeah, VHS from like the Blockbuster alike,
Medusa. So it's got to be from Medusa.
gotta be. And if it's got some Hulk on the front holding a sword, that's one we're buying it, and we're not buying it, we're renting it and watching it.
Definitely, definitely.
So this is a good throwback. It's a good excuse for us to team up and watch this. So what do you remember about Lady Hawk? Because I don't I'm really bad at movies. I barely remember anything. Like missed Hawk the Slayer last month.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You've been into that, but what do you remember about Lady Hawk?
So Lady
No,
Hawk
no
then.
spoilers. But good,
So
bad?
really good. I really enjoyed LadyHawke. I think one of the things that kind of got me now you have to excuse me if I get the names wrong, but Rutger Hauer, I'm pretty sure is in this.
Mm,
Also in Flesh and Blood. I want to say like an old school one where he's a
could
mercenary stuff there.
could be.
Just
Sounds
loved
good.
all of that type of stuff there.
Mm,
He's super good in this. Matthew Broderick, I just love Matthew Broderick anyway,
mm,
just because all that kind of his genre around that
yeah.
time,
Ferris
and then
Bueller.
obviously Michelle Pfeiffer. So
Yeah, well, that's
yeah,
what's
so
like, when I was going. He said, "Oh, that's Michelle Pfeiffer on the front." He goes, "Is it?"
yeah,
And then he'd like look at the back. Yep, told you.
yeah.
All right, we'll wrap it up there. I'll just say I have no memory, so I'm sure I've watched it because I watched all these films back in the day. I'm sure of it. So let's we'll pause it there and then might give a 5 minute review at the end. Okay, cheers. Let's do it. Okay, so we just wrapped up on Lady Hawk. So I guess I'll kick off. So yeah, I think it was a good film. I quite like the little mystery there, with the wolf and the hawk and all that, and that way that teased it out. I definitely like the escape scene at the beginning. That was pretty cool. Really good battle at the end. I suppose if I was going to mark it down on anything, I think I'd like to see a bit more magic in it for my sci-fi buck. I mean, it had the underlying kind of value that there was like a curse involved. And also, I think I like to see a little more higher stakes, like the world's at stake, not just some love story, man. Like, come on, man! I want to see like a comet come towards Earth or something. But no, I think it was good. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give 4 swords out of 5.
Ooh, is that that's the
Well, I'm
rating
going
then?
for swords. You can
Okay.
do skulls if you want,
No
or
swords. It's got to be
tankards.
swords. There was lots of swords in
Yeah,
it,
we're
wasn't
definitely swords. I don't know. What do you think? Because obviously you remember. I mean, like actually remember this stuff. I don't remember it at all. Actually, I think I have a vague memory of escaping from the prison, but that could be another film. I don't. I have literally zero memory of Lady Hawk, and
it?
I'm sure I would have watched it.
Yeah. Well, I think the whole thing, Michelle Pfeiffer being, I forgot that she was quite so young. I think we were chatting
Mm?
about it during the film, kind of wanting to put a slightly older face on her, but
That's true.
very young there. A cracking film. Love this film. It's always been just one of my kind of go-tos. I'm very happy to go to it and kind of just sit there and watch it quite nicely. I think, as we were saying, the swords are very real. You kind of feel quite realistic and in there. And this double crossbow. Oh man, that's just the way forward.
It's true. There's got to be a bonus value for throwing a sword 6 feet and skewering somebody.
Yeah, and also for Mr. Matthew a bit earlier on as well, or Mouse.
Well, that's true, because it's like there's a certain amount of skill like it's skewering someone, but there's even more skill like nearly skewering someone.
Yeah, for real.
got to be confident when you throw your sword that you're not actually going to kill the guy.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Discworld. You've read Discworld, haven't you?
I've read some of them, but not all of them.
Okay, because there was the character in Discworld, the character called Rincewind, and he's a wizard, and he was always failing to pass the exam because I think the plot was that he was on some sort of trust fund, so he was always allowed to get the money as long as he was still in education. So he had to always just fail, but fail enough that he could resit next year. I think one year they accidentally passed him, and he had to prove that he'd got the grade wrong. So he had to know this stuff so well that he could actually get it wrong enough.
Anyway. Okay, nice.
I thought it's quite cool. But I think I would think it's
some great sword fights in there.
Yeah.
I think, as you say, not quite so high fantasy as maybe some other things that we're kind of well into, but almost one of those ones, almost like a kind of a Dragonlance type one where there is very little magic around and stuff there. Yeah, I thought the bishop was suitably horrible, and I love the score for it. It's really cool.
I think the audio is a bit smudgy, wasn't it? But that's an old film, I guess, so they had probably remastered it.
So I think sword wise, I'd probably give it 4 long swords and a short sword.
Right.
Out of 5, I think there. So
four and a half swords.
Yeah, for real.
Okay.
I just really enjoy it. I just think it's a great film.
Right. Well, that's the verdict. 4 swords from me, and 4.5 from my friend Ben here. I thought there was something else I wanted to say when you were talking about it. What the hell was it? Nope, can't think of it. Okay, well that's the review from this end. All right, cheers, fellas. Bye.
Cheers.
Let's hope Joe listened to that.
Maybe, you don't know, man. You said he wouldn't like us.
Well, it's whether you're hardcore or not, man. He'll be on this anyway. We'll find out.
Yeah.
If he leaves a comment, he wouldn't listen.
Oh, that'd be nice if he does.
But if he didn't say enough, then it means he fast forwarded you, dude.
Well, it's understandable.
Man, recording. Turn this off. What?